Alright, so this is going to be another no, this is going to be a television show review. Sorry, I've been oversleeping. I think each one of us got 11 hours of sleep last night. Pretty crazy. I go to sleep before he does, but then I wake up earlier, which is not really saying much because I'm still get 11 hours. Anyways, this one's called Blink 7. It's another Adrian recommendation. I thought it came after Doctor Who back in the 80s, but when I was a teenager, I think it actually came on before because I remember seeing the closing credits when I was trying to record Doctor Who on blank tapes. But I love this TV show. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. It's interesting that it sort of had a downward trajectory because I watched the first season, which was Mission to Destiny, which is kind of an interesting play on words. That one had the Terry Nation script writing. I guess Terry Nation left after the first season. Things started to go downhill. I watched Sarcophagus, which was the 1980 third season, I think. And I'm not going to say that it was worse or better than the first season. I'm just going to say that it's weird. It kind of had that Space 1999 feel to it, where people said Space 1999 went downhill from season 1 to season 2. But I didn't think it was worse or better season 2. I had the same kind of feeling. I thought it was just weirder. That's all. And as Adrian likes to say, we like weird on this channel. So Sarcophagus was definitely one of the weirder episodes. Pretty cool, actually. A lot of cool imagery and weird stuff going on. I didn't see the short-haired villain. I was more interested in seeing her, but anyways, Callie was kind of a skinny-looking, and she had the perm going. The late 70s, early 80s perm. Pretty cool. And the lasers look like the laser guns look like light bulbs or something. Like twisted up light bulbs. And of course the special effects are really bad. So it shares a lot in common with Doctor Who. It has the Doctor Who writer and it has the bad late 70s, early 80s special effects from Doctor Who. I guess Blake was like under some kind of mind control. I haven't seen the first episode, obviously. And he was a prisoner. And he escaped, and he brought along with him some more criminals like Avon. Avon is like the brain of the operation. He knows a lot about computers and technology and stuff. And the only character in that show that I can remember waiting for Doctor Who to come on was Avon. I had my finger on the record button while I was watching the end of Blake 7, I think. And never really appealed to me, probably because of the wooden acting. Very similar to Space 1999 again. And I don't know. It didn't have the Doctor Who monsters in it either. I always like the Autons. Was that the Doctor Who and the Autons? The Auton invasion, is that what it's called? Well, that's it's actually Spearhead from Space, the 1970. The 1970 Doctor Who with John Pertwee and Liz Shaw, played by Carol and John. Spearhead from Space. It's probably my favorite Doctor Who right there. Some of the Dalek stuff is pretty good. Cybermen, those kind of monsters. And of course, the Master was great. I always enjoyed the Master, not the 80s Master, but the 70s Master. He was pretty cool. I forget his name. He had that goatee, and he had kind of that Spanish actor's name. Anyways, brought back some memories of my teenage years as Blake 7. Somebody turned Adrian on to Blake 7, and he mentioned Blake 7 when I started talking about Doctor Who and Katie Manning. Katie Manning doesn't look too good in the newer Doctor Who. She didn't age well, let's just say, but I used to have a crush on Katie Manning, especially those crazy miniskirts from 1971. 1970. I don't think Liz Shaw lasted very long. She might. Katie Manning might have come on board in 1970. Oh, somebody was in my chat room for about 3 seconds. Anyways, pretty cool stuff. Cooking lasagna. We just said bacon, but he had a late breakfast because he woke up at like 10. I woke up at 6. So I must have gone to bed at 7. And he went to bed at 11, I'm guessing. I don't even notice it when he climbs into bed. So I'm in my coma nap when he does that. Anyways, Thanksgiving, I thought I was going to do 5 reviews. I ended up doing 4. I got about halfway through Blake 7. And I was thinking, man, I really want to take a nap. I really want to take an 11-hour nap. So that's why I didn't do 5 yesterday. But I'll do Blood and Lace before I get my Netflix DVDs. And I think the next one is Karate Man. Probably get to that tomorrow. Laters. Oh, oh, what can I say about? What else can I say about Blake Salmon? So, uh, Mission to Destiny. Okay, so so there's murder on this other spaceship. Some greedy people are trying to steal this tube that's supposed to rescue this civilization from extinction. It's supposed to save their food supply. So they're Avon and Blake are trying to solve the mystery. Who killed the flight deck person, the person in the storeroom, and some other dude. So, a plot twist going there. I wasn't expecting the person who was discovered through the laws of deduction to be the actual murderer, but pretty cool ending. I enjoyed that one. And then Sarcophagus. I don't know how to explain that. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the beginning of Sarcophagus, and I posted a link to both episodes in the description box so you can watch them yourself. The end part of the videos, I think they're about 50 minutes each, to account for 10 minutes of commercials in between, I guess, on the BBC. And there's about an extra 15 minutes of the same episode, kind of the middle part at the end of each video. It's kind of weird, but whatever. You can just watch the first 15 minutes and then turn it off. That's what I did. Those were the only 2 episodes that I could find on YouTube, by the way. And there's just all this weird stuff going on. Some kind of weird ceremony that's happening. And then this weird looking pod spaceship blasts into outer space. And Avon and his 2 sidekicks, Callie and the other dude, they teleport to the spaceship, but then they have trouble getting back. Callie has to hold their hand or something to get back, and then some alien being teleports with Callie and absorbs her body somehow, and starts absorbing the energy from the spaceship. Blake isn't there for some reason. I don't know why. And some new guy in a black lady showing off her back and her shoulders and her cleavage. They're on board and they're trying to fight this thing, but only Avon knows how to fight it because he's a smarter one, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, that's pretty much Sarcophagus. I forgot to tell you the story behind the 2 episodes that I watched. Usually I watch 1 episode and I'll do my review, but since I've got lots of time on my hands from now until Monday, I figured that I'd watch both episodes before I reviewed them here on YouTube. So pretty cool show. I gave it a chance. I never did when I was a teenager because I didn't like the wooden acting, I guess. I wasn't into cult movies until later on when my stepdad started getting Cult Movie Magazine. Then I started getting into Dark Shadows and things like that later on. After, In the 90s, I was into cult movies. So I would have gone after Blake 7. But it's not available on Netflix, so I probably would have watched it on YouTube eventually anyway. That's the end of my review now. The extended version. I thought I was going to cut it short without talking about the actual episodes, and I caught myself there. Cool, laters.